So in this activity today, you're going to be mimicking what's called the carbon cycle. Now, as you read this introduction, you can see I referenced the water cycle with this and how you've probably learned about the water cycle before. Well, carbon will cycle through as well. Okay, it goes through many different locations and places. One of which, or you can see some of these right here: litter and waste, decomposer, animal, water. You see what their descriptions are: vegetation, atmosphere, fossil fuels, rock and sediment, etc. Okay, and you'll go through, you have introductions you read there, and then see down at the bottom, maybe I can zoom here, there we go. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What you're going to do is you're going to roll a die, and based on what die you roll, you're going to then go transition from one location to another and fill out this table here. Okay, so the first thing you'll need to do is to get a die, okay, a 6-sided die. Now, if you don't have one at home, you can actually go to a YouTube video I've linked at the beginning, and I'm pulling it up right here. Okay, and I'm actually going to go through. Okay, here we go. This should work. Okay, so you've got this little die, and what you'll do is you just hit play, and it cycles through, and then you hit pause, and each time you pause, it pauses on a different number, and that can work for your dice. Okay, and it's always random. So what I need to do first is I need to pick where to start. So my options are litter and waste, decomposer, animal, water, vegetation, atmosphere, fossil fuel, sediments, and rocks. I'm going to pick fossil fuels. I think that would be interesting to start with. So let's type up in this box fossil fuels. Okay, now in the fossil fuels box, I want to be looking at that box. I'm going to roll my dice. Let's pause it there. And I rolled a 3. So fossil fuel, burned, and you see right here, number 3, burned for energy, go to atmosphere. So what I want to do is then in box 2, I want to put atmosphere. Okay. Then go over to atmosphere. So I'm now in this box here. I hit roll the dice. Okay. Pause what got 6. Diffuse into the water, go to the ocean. Okay. Or go to diffused into the ocean, go to water. So I type in here water. Okay, and I just continue through until I've done this 20 times. Okay, now once I've done this enough times, I have this table all filled out. I'm then going to model the carbon cycle. Okay, to do that, I need to take a little screenshot. Okay, take a screenshot, and we're going to then edit this screenshot. Now I want to zoom in. I only want a nice clean picture here. Okay. And then from here, I want to write down where I started. I'm just going to do FF for fossil fuel, okay? And then I went to atmosphere. And I'm okay if you abbreviate things. In fact, for the sake of time and space, I'm going to just abbreviate as well to Atmo. And I'll put an arrow here. So on roll 1, zoom in maybe a little bit more, put a 1. On roll 1, I went to atmosphere. Then for roll 2, I went to water. Okay, now if you saw on those different options there, some of the things say to stay put. So maybe while I'm water, it'll say, okay, water, go, you need to stay put. And so I would then go around, have 3, and it stayed put. Then maybe on roll 4, I diffused back into the atmosphere, and so I'd go to atmosphere. Okay, you're welcome to change some colors too. Maybe each time you revisit an area, you want to change color. Okay, maybe red means I'm revisiting water. And if I'm doing that, I'd probably do that with water as well. So I'm saying, okay, I'm revisiting water 3, then going back to atmosphere, and that's 4. And then maybe I'll switch back to black because maybe my next one was to a plant. Okay, I go over here, put in plant. Okay, and that'd be 5, etc., etc. Okay, and you go through till you've done all 20 of those there into your little map here, and then you'll insert that image into the slides. So I can hit done, save to photos, and then plus image from photos. Grab that, put it in here, resize it a little bit. Okay, just like that. And that way you can be able to get that all mapped out and written in and inputted just like that. Okay, if you have any questions with this, let me know. I'm happy to help and to answer those questions if I can.